I start the knowledge nugget today, just to wake everybody up, Saloni, can I have the next slide? So this is an ad campaign by a cola company. It was launched in the US earlier and it did very well, good response. Then they launched it worldwide. And in one specific region, they had this ad made a disaster. The quiz is why? We all learned about marketing last week. So this is just to wake you up and also relate to the marketing presentation last week.
So the reason is that they did not look at the geographical aspect, how people in certain cultures perceive things.
Okay.
So I know the story. I'm just giving you a little here.
So then let's somebody else has the answer if you know the story.
Yeah, probably Gulf. It didn't work out well in, or probably in Iceland. I don't know. Just guessing.
Hi, Gulf.
Seeing on the inside the guy lying on, in the center of the desert, I think they are really proud of their desert culture. So probably that's why it's just a wild guess, man.
Last guess, anybody? So, well, it was Gulf, Mridul, but not Gulf, the entire Middle East region, because they read from right to left. So what this ad depicted for them was that a man was running and he had a cola and fell dead. So the idea to learn from this presentation is that we need to know our market very well before we try to sell our product in the region, in a particular region. Okay, now let's start with the presentation. We all are salespeople, right? We try to sell ourselves or our product day in, day out. And what can help us achieve success or a bigger amount of success are some of the pointers that I've put in here. Rapport, how can we build rapport with our clients, prospective clients, seniors? So, the rapport is what we are looking at in rapport building is commonality. And primarily when we say commonality, it's by matching and mirroring what the client or the prospective client, the meeting that we are in, basically. And why it helps, it actually helps to target the subconscious mind of the other person. They will not even realize. So for example, let's say we are in a meeting and somebody ordered, the client or whatever the other person is ordered a cappuccino. For you, the cappuccino was a second or the third option. But if you say, can I have the same? You've already made a mark. You may not realize it, but it does make a mark. And of course, people who like themselves, who are like themselves, or who they want to be. By mirroring and matching their actions initially. It's a little bit of effort that it takes to do this, but it matters. We don't even realize, they don't realize, but it really works on the subconscious mind. As I said, style is more important than substance, at least initially. Can we have the next slide? Actually, this was one by one, but okay. So the key points here to understand and acknowledge while we are in a meeting is our volume, tone, rate of speech, terminologies, and of course, by knowing the audience, because at times we are in an audience who may not understand some complex words or some jargons of the industry. We need to keep that in mind. How much eye contact are we making? What are the kind of facial expressions that we are showing them? And handshake is a very key point here. I don't know if I have mentioned it with everyone. This was 2005 when I actually got a job just because of the handshake, while 7 other people from my company were rejected before me. The most important thing is listen, because if we are paying attention to them and listening to them is when we get their attention while we are talking. And there's a key point in listen. Saloni, can we have the next slide? Listen and silent have the same alphabet. And we can say that we are good listener, but it takes a lot of effort to practice it. Ideally, we should listen 45% of the time, talk 30%, read 16 and write 9. That's what is mentioned, or I would say dictated by philosophers or seniors. And the key important point here is that average speaking rate is 150 words per minute, while your mind can process information at the rate of 600 words per minute. So simply, that means mind can process higher than what we can speak, which makes, again, the importance of listening. Next slide, Saloni. This is the last and the final slide for today's Knowledge Nugget. When Shah Rukh Khan was asked, why do you always say that you're the best? He said, because if I doubt this fact, then no one else is going to believe it. That's all. Thank you.